Hi, this is me, Kevin Carlyon. Photograph taken back in 1985 at the figure called the Long Man of Wilmington. Now, ever since I was ordained the High Priest of Wilmington back in that year, I've always thought the female figure more in this hill figure than the male. Not like the Wilmington Giant down in Dorset, which has a 20-foot willy carved in chalk. This one, as the programme that's coming after this will show, does look more feminine, and I believe it is a goddess entry to the afterworld and belongs more to the long barrows and burial mounds above the figure, which are absolutely beautiful and brilliant to actually visit, particularly at the time of sunset or sunrise or the full moon. Now, at that point, my argument, I was going to say war then, that's the wrong word, was with the local vicar, Reverend John Ashby, who said I should be burnt at the stake, take your children off the street when I walk through Wilmington. Absolute fruitcake. But in reality, now, because I've made my way up through the ranks in witchcraft, people take the mickey out of me. They say I dress up like Santa Claus, I do this, that and the other. But there are only 3 real role players in witchcraft. The first, Gerald Brousseau Gardner, who, in 1951, on the repeal of the Witchcraft Act, came out openly and said he was one of the last surviving members of a coven that has existed in the New Forest in Hampshire for many, many years, dating back through Hand of Mouth and Hand of Right, back into the Middle Ages. A very clever man. The lady who joined him, Doreen Valiente, helped him write part of the so-called very old Book of Shadows, but not knocking him because it has created a new religion, a new belief system which is far better, and he has a lot to say in the olden days through his books and through Doreen Valiente's books and other people like Sybil Leek and many others who revered him as the modern creator, not creator, rewriter of old-day paganism and witchcraft. Then upon the death of Gerald Gardner in 1964 on a cruise abroad, out publicly came Alex Sanders, who claimed to have been initiated by the Black Beast himself, 666 Aleister Crowley. He claimed to have eaten what you would call shit off of a biscuit, the Cake of Light. And any of you out there that want a copy of the CD of his final interviews are very welcome to contact me, and it's very, very reasonably priced. You can hear where this orientation of Wicca comes from. Myself and Sanders went to war with each other purely because I don't think gay or homosexuality can actually be placed into the craft of the wise. It must be a female and a male total balance through natural thinking and through sexuality. And then we come back to me. The whole belief system I follow is male and female orientated. Sex for the right reasons. Sex magic is very powerful, but it's not necessarily involved in witchcraft per se. Now, the following programme I'm going to show you is a very short piece from Trini and Susanna, a programme that went out on ITV1 very recently. And several people have been on to me and said, "Oh, was that you on the television programme?" And I will honestly say here that I would not be a plonker like that. People call me like I dress up like Superman in my red robe, like Father Christmas. Reality, I'm just me. And people take it from me or they hate me for me. That's entirely up to them. But just take a look at this lot and I think they're complete prats. And I'm talking about Trini and Susanna.
The girls celebrate British women's shape by giving a giant man a sex change. I'm asking you to call a stop to the proceedings. And it's carry on up the catwalk as Trini battles the elements.
You've got knickers on!
Trini and Susanna's crusade to educate women about their shape is ending in epic style. on the Sussex Downs. The girls are putting on a catwalk show with a giant backdrop.
Okay, ladies, off you go, off you go.
For the first time in his existence, this ancient symbol of masculinity, the Long Man of Wilmington, is going to be redrawn as a woman. And not just one woman, 4 differently shaped women. But not if these people have anything to do with it. The Woden folk are pagans, and they're not impressed with what the girls are planning.
If you look at it in a different way, and I think ladies you might understand this, commercialism, the way magazines are really doing a disservice to women. And we want Woden to kind of help make women feel better about themselves, help give women confidence back. What we're doing is not commercial, it's all about how women feel about themselves inside.
I'm asking you to call a stop to the proceedings.
Okay, we have a dilemma. We have a dilemma because we hear what you say, and if we do go ahead with it, you absolutely have your right to protest. You absolutely have that right, and we do hear what you're saying.
Well, either way, thank you very much for stopping. And
no, well, thank you for talking to us, and you could wear a slightly wider belt.
We knew.
While it's stalemate for Trinny and Susanna and the pagans, the Guildford shoppers have arrived to join the celebrations in their new outfits.
Welcome, ladies.
Okay, high heels on, everybody.
Before the show gets started, Susanna's got a date on the Downs. But half a mile away at the foot of the Long Man, Woden's welcoming committee is waiting.
Are you celebrating a female friend? Come on up here. You look totally sexless.
Okay, what I want to say is that we are going onto a sacred archaeological site, and we need to respect it. We need to respect these guys' point of view, and we're going to go up there, and we're going to be an inspiration to all women out there. So just
So despite the pagans' protests, the Long Man's sex change begins.
calling Susanna, over.
I'm just trying to work out which side of Leicester we're going right at the moment.
We are just getting everyone into kind of vague places. And meanwhile, down below, there is a pagan circle.
What a bunch of twats.
All right, will you make your own circle, over? We're doing the cornet first.
And today what we're going to do is show our 12 shapes. So we're going to welcome onto the stage our cornet.
A cornet can look very masculine. Soft fabrics and jewellery